Hey folks, Randy here, Dulin Cut Trim. So, I over this past spring, I needed to, well, I didn't need to upgrade my push mower. I wanted to upgrade my push mower. I was running a 21-inch yard machine from Home Depot, the $139 push mower that they have there, and honestly, that was more than good enough for what I needed to do. It worked great. Started on the first pull, and you know, I was only running a push mower once or twice a week, so you don't need to spend a lot of money on a piece of equipment that's barely getting used. At least that's how I look at it. But I decided this year I wanted to treat myself. So I wanted to get like a nicer push mower. Sorry, I'm sick, so that's why my voice sounds this way. So I was looking online, I was looking at you know, Home Depot and stuff. I wasn't going to get a commercial grade push mower. That is just so overkill for my business. I'm not spending $1,000 on a 21-inch mower. That's just nuts. So I was looking around, and honestly, the type of mower I wanted was in like the $400 or $500 range, and you know, I just wasn't willing to pay that either. So I started thinking about it, and I was like, you know, I should just build my own. You know, find a mower that's got a deck I like, and I'll just put a new engine on that. So I went into my Mower Graveyard, because you know, if you've been a lawn care guy, especially like with smaller yards, I'm sure you've got a Mower Graveyard. And was going through it, and found a Craftsman deck that had a mower on it that or had an engine on it that wasn't working anymore. And so I decided I wanted to use the deck. It had a really deep deck. I had a bag for it, and it's also got the side chute, and it's rear wheels self-propel, got the big wheels in the back. You know, and it also has like that funky Craftsman control, where instead of having the bar that you pull up on the bottom to engage the self-propel, it actually has two handles, so you can just, you know, you can just control the speed with the trigger, which I really like. So I decided I was going to use that, and I started researching engines, and I decided to take a chance on one of the Predator engines from Home Depot, from Harbor Freight. And I gotta tell you, man, it works good. It's powerful. It's a 173cc engine, and so I put it on that deck. I ended up having to raise it up like maybe half an inch, because it just the crankshaft is pretty long on that, so the blade was too low. But it actually works great. And you know, I actually really put it to the test for the first time yesterday. I showed up to a lawn, and the grass, I don't know that they ever cut their grass last year. It was well over a foot long. And so I was gonna take my commercial mower to the backyard, but I couldn't get it through the gate. And honestly, I almost just said, you know what, screw it, there is no way I'm going to be able to push mow this yard. It was just such a mess. But I took that mower back there, and man, it handled it like a champ. I couldn't believe it. You know, I mean, it would start to bog down a little bit sometimes, but you know, you just kind of lift up on the deck so you can catch back up, and it was good to go. But it mowed foot-long grass that hadn't been touched in a year like it was nothing. So, you know, I know Harbor Freight catches a lot of hate, but those Predator engines, man, they're legit. And honestly, the parts aren't that expensive. I mean, good luck finding a dealer that can get you Predator parts, but Amazon's got pretty much anything you're going to need. If you just type in you know, the Predator engine that you got, you can get carburetor, air filters, you know, cost effective. So, you know, I got the engine for $120. Ended up having to buy a throttle cable and what was the other thing I had to buy? I had to buy a throttle cable. Oh, and I had to buy the adapter to go on the end of the crankshaft so that I could put the pulley and the blade on there. And that cost me another, between those two things, that cost me another $30. But so for $150, I was able to repower a mower with a deck I already had, and the mower works perfect. You know, and that deck, the mower that deck was a part of a mower that brand new sold for about $500, and I was able to repower it for $150. I got a brand new mower basically. So that's just a tip, and honestly, it's a good thing to do, to repower an engine, because then it's something you learn how to do, and when you realize how easy it is, it's, you know, you'll never buy a new mower again, or a new push mower anyway. Or at least I won't. And it was definitely worth it for me. So just wanted to throw that out there. I think that'd be really helpful, because, you know, you can always get you know someone with a mower that doesn't work anymore, and you can put a brand new engine on that sucker for $120. You probably get it for $100, you know, if you catch Harbor Freight with a sale, and then you know, it's another $30 in parts, and it works great, man. So just wanted to throw that out there. Hope that was helpful to you.